Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doon.
Temperatures today were stuck in the single digits across most of the area. We actually made it, we managed to make it to 10 degrees today in Rockford, but now we're down to 6 in Rockford, 5 down in Rochelle, 5 as well in DeKalb, and 5 currently up in Janesville. And these wind chills anywhere from around 5 to about 20 degrees below zero. At 9 below right now is the current wind chill in Rockford, 10 below in Rochelle, 13 below in Monroe, and 22 degrees below zero for a current wind chill out in Galena. In fact, we do have a wind chill advisory in effect for Whiteside, Carroll, Joe Davies, and Stevenson counties here in Illinois, as well as Greene County up in Wisconsin. That is in effect now and is set to expire at noon tomorrow. And this cold pattern is going to stick with us for quite a while yet, because this pesky upper level low that we've been seeing for quite some time now sitting up to our northwest, it just doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. So that's going to keep the cold air flowing right across the state line over the next week, week and a half or so. In fact, if you take a look at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, you can see the confidence is still high that temperatures will remain below normal. However, even though temperatures will remain below the average for this time of year, we will see a slight warm up as we head into the middle of next week. Now, we do have a little bit of light snow moving through the southernmost counties here in the state line. This snow will slowly advance northward over the next few hours here, really filling in over the overnight hours. Now, here's a look over the Rock River in downtown Rockford. This is using Mercy Health SkyTrack. Not seeing any snow for the time being, but as we saw, it is on its way. We'll be here within the next few hours. So looking ahead with our futurecast, the snow, as I mentioned, will continue to push northward until we actually see some fairly widespread flurries through the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Now, this computer model that we like to use for our futurecast doesn't like to think so. They keep the snow pretty scarce through tomorrow, but I think we're actually going to see a decent amount of snow not only into tomorrow morning, but possibly stretching as late as the early part of tomorrow afternoon. We're going to hang out of that cloud cover for most of the day after things dry out, but we may even see a little bit of clearing in our cloud cover through tomorrow night and into early Sunday morning before more clouds move on in through the day on Sunday. However, conditions should remain dry to wrap up the weekend. Now, through tomorrow, most of the area could actually end up with around an inch or two of snowfall. Some locally higher totals up to around 3 inches are possible. And then areas out to Rockford's west and up to the northwest likely won't see as much snow as the rest of the state line, so they could see as little as about a trace of snow, even if that some areas may not even see any snow through the night tonight. Now, tonight, temperatures will get down to around zero. Many areas probably actually dipping below 0 degrees, with those wind chills anywhere from around 15 to 25 degrees below zero. Those colder wind chills are going to sit out to the west and up to the northwest, where we saw that wind chill advisory in effect. A few flurries here and there throughout the night and into tomorrow morning, lasting throughout the afternoon as well. Temperatures likely staying in the single digits through the day once again for tomorrow. Wind chills through the day probably around 10 to 15 degrees below zero, even at the warmest part of the day. In fact, we're going to see highs in the single digits through around Monday. That is before we get back into the teens by Tuesday. 20 is actually possibly returning to the state line for Wednesday and for Thursday. That's something we haven't seen in over a week, but heading on into Thursday, we see another chance for a decent amount of snowfall.